Ladies and gentlemen, what is good? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Trouble T Roy, aka Get Kicks, aka the Sneaker Prophet, aka the Sneaker Business Guru, aka the Sneaker Education Guru, aka the man with the plan. And guess what? All of these names are self-given. Don't judge me. Welcome to another episode of the Elephant in the Room podcast. Salute everybody. Thank you so much for checking us out. Thank you for the love and the support. Got something special for you today. Again, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at GetKicksWS1. So that's at GETKICKZWS, the number 1 on Instagram. Also, if you can follow my motivational clothing page at You Apparel Co, and that's at YOUAPPARELCO. Go follow. Do me that favor, will you? Good looking. So, I believe this is episode 7, and if I'm incorrect, oh well, it'll be corrected in the future. But wanted to talk to you about something. Something pretty interesting. I don't know if you saw on my Instagram, but about, I think it was a few days ago, I posted something and it stated Nike warns the coronavirus will have and it's in quote unquote, material impact on its China business. What does that mean? Well, I'll be more than happy to explain and break these things down because, again, this is the Elephant in the Room podcast, and this is the stuff that nobody's talking about, right? Nobody's addressing this elephant in the room. Also, the second thing that this does here is it proves that, of course, even if you look in your shoes, that majority of them are made in China, but it proves that a lot of your people cop wholesale because there's certain things that they won't be able to get a hand on because of this coronavirus over in China. Now, different shoes are made in different provinces, so some are affected by it, some aren't. So some things you will see come into the States, some things you will see in a more hesitant fashion being shipped or getting into the States for actual, as you can see, as this article states, Nike, right? Also, boutiques, Instagram sellers. It's going to affect all of those. It's going to affect other brands because that's where shoes are made. So Adidas, you may see some shipment issues or some inventory issues come into play. Okay? So let's talk about it from a business standpoint, not a nonsense, idiotic, quote-unquote, real versus fake that these knuckleheads out here supposedly know so much about that they don't know about, but yet they're not talking about this in an educated fashion. Why not? So, it's going to have a material impact, Nike says. So that means that the places that are affected by this coronaviruses are a lot of places where they get their original materials, certain leathers, certain vinyls, rubbers, whatever the case may be, canvas, cotton, whatever. Certain colors of the materials or dyeing of the materials. Those places have been sanctioned, for lack of terms, shut down, and businesses and operating as normal. So it's affecting Nike's business. So the material impact is that you may be getting significantly less, potentially, or significantly different materials. So Nike can keep their business operations going and they can keep making that dollar bill, y'all. Like it says in the Wu-Tang song, Cream. Cash rules everything around me. Cream. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. It's my lyrical reference. And I'm thinking about doing a channel, too, of lyrical breakdown. Just for the sake of fun. But, again, that's for another time and another discussion. So it's going to have a materials impact. Not just Nike. Again, anybody who has their stuff manufactured out of China is going to be affected by this scenario. They are. So now you're going to see certain issues with certain people not having certain shoes. So again, what it's going to do is it's going to throw a monkey wrench in the real versus fake ring, because nobody, even though we have these quote unquote experts that think they know real versus fake, but nobody's really going to be able to tell. Because now Nike and other brands are going to have to outsource to other locations for materials that may as well be significantly different than what they're used to making the shoes with. And let me tell you what it put under the bottom of this interview, or a press release in regards to Nike. It says the coronavirus matter is hitting Nike's business in Greater China. So think about it. If it's affecting Nike, it's definitely affecting these resellers. It's definitely affecting your sneaker apps and boutiques. It's definitely affecting them. They're feeling the effects. I know people who resell right now that are feeling the effects. I've gotten multiple emails and DMs of people who are feeling these effects. And here's what I can tell you. Just wait the storm. You got to ride the storm out, because like I said in the beginning, everything with this selling thing and the sneaker business thing is not going to be all hunky-dory all the time. And here's one of those scenarios where it's not hunky-dory. It's not peaches and cream. Life ain't sweet right now in the sneaker community. And if you don't believe me, go to YouTube and take a look. There's less reviews going on. There's less sneaker talk in the sense of copying and things like that. Go look. The proof is in the pudding. I'm not making this stuff up, folks. I told you sometimes you're going to suffer some dark days. And this in selling right now, these days are a little dark. Hopefully you had an inventory already that you were sitting on that you can put up, that you can sell for people that are looking to buy sneakers and exclusive kicks. Hopefully you had a few pairs sitting around that you can make a couple bucks with. And that when all of the smoke clears, that you can jump back in and put that money in and order stuff and resell. That's how you stay ahead of the curve. So yeah, this coronavirus is affecting a lot of people because majority of businesses in China. Again, depends on the province and what parts of China, because some businesses aren't affected as much as others. But it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. And I figure I bring this to you because a lot of people are going to end up asking me about this if the smoke doesn't clear anytime soon. You just got to weather the storm. You just have to weather the storm. That's why I always suggest that you have multiple, not hustles in the sense of like something that can provide an income for you other than the selling of just sneakers. Thus the reason I sell information on how to start a business, a sneaker business. Thus the reason I can sell information on how to start a t-shirt brand legally, on how to set up business entities when you're doing fashion and apparel. Okay? You have to have multiple. Sneaker education is it for me. Clothing education is it for me. Even customer service education is it for me. Across the board in corporate America. Insurance education. So I don't work these traditional jobs for nothing. I work them to gain a skill set and a knowledge and an intelligence in them. So that way I can share this intelligence in a layman's term form to help people and teach people what certain things mean and how to get them established, and they'll pay you for it. That's why I get good at it. That's why I learn how to speak properly. That's why I've learned how to get in front of a camera or how to set up a speaking podcast with interesting information that's going to enhance people's lives. You got to have multiple hustle, skill sets, abilities to survive, especially in the world today. That's going to be able to, again, my goal, help other people. Why can't I help other people and make money doing it? I think that's a great form of income, and seeing people come up and you're making money while you're seeing people come up, that's pretty awesome. But enough of that tangent. So, man, I think I need a radio show or a satellite radio show. What do you guys think? I think I have the ability to do it. I'm confident. Get in there, pull up, get a co-host. We talk about this whole sneaker and apparel business thing or whatever. We can talk about music. We can talk about pop culture. Hit me up, somebody, if you're interested or you're in that lane. Let's formulate something. Let's do something. This is the year of why not. Why not try it? In the sense of me, you even heard me share with Kobe Bryant's passing that man was doing the things that he wanted to do. He was relentless and wasn't nothing stopping him from attaining his dream. Again, we don't know when that day will come when we won't have a tomorrow. So why not do all the things we aspire to do right now? That's within our control. Why not build relationships? Why not partner up with people and, again, help each other win? But again, that's another sidebar, and I can go off on a tangent on that as well. But back to the coronavirus and how it's affecting the sneaker industry and the resale industry. So yeah, it's going to have a material impact. So pretty much what Nike is saying is they're going to have to outsource in certain shoes being made in order to keep the money they're making with this sneaker thing going until this smoke clears. So it's going to impact materials because they got to keep business going. They have to. Just like now, for some of us as resellers, if you are in the struggle, you got to find something to keep business going. Even if you're going to Ross or TJ Maxx looking up shoes, shout out to my man Smooth Sailing, finding shoes to resell. Even if you're making $30, $40, $50 profit, again, you got to keep the income coming in. But these are some of the laws of business and some of the woes of business that you're going to run into as a lot of you are running into it right now, I guess, rather. Not to be redundant. So that's what's going on. Like I say, not a lot of people are talking about this coronavirus in this sense. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right, coronavirus. And I can go on another soapbox of my conspiracy theories, but where did it come from? How did it just pop up out the blue? How come elections are coming up this year? You know, how many things are distractions? For instance, Oprah, Gayle, and how she asked those questions about Kobe. Seems like it got the black community in an uproar. Be careful of what you see and what you allow to seep into your mental. Because a lot of these things are distractions for laws that are being passed right under our noses that we don't know anything about because we're so involved in entertainment. But again, that's another soapbox, people. And if y'all want to hear me talk more about that stuff, in a sense of not like conspiracy theories, like, oh, it's symbolism. I study a lot of that stuff, but it's certain things that I don't get involved in. That too, like that people aren't willing, if they're not willing to use their common sense in real versus fake with shoes, think about how they're not willing to use common sense in today's world, the economy and government. Sheesh. Imagine the backlash I get off of that stuff if I say certain things. Just saying, you know what I mean? So, again, man, it's your boy Trouble T. Roy. Patreon users, my apologies. I have material. I just have to get it up. I've been grinding for you guys. And again, Brady Krueger merch available. You can hit myself up. It's Get Kicks Wholesale 2 at gmail.com. GETKICKZ WHOLESALE 2 at gmail.com. Or on Instagram, you can DM me at GetKicksWS 1. Or you can hit my brother, who's my partner in this line, and we're coming out with some dope, crazy, phenomenal stuff. And that's at the Toe Box, and then on Instagram, DM him, and that's at THE 2 OEBOXX at the Toe Box. You can hit him up. Brady Krueger merch still available. Tees, hoodies. We got some stuff coming. Also, the Patreon, you guys know, www.patreon.com/GetKicks, GETKICKZ. All of this information will be in the description. Again, if you're looking to be a sponsor, you can email me. If you're looking to call in and want to have a discussion, you can email me. Let's set it up. Of course, we ask that you remain respectful. Again, I'm not trying to persuade anybody in what to believe, so feel free to share your views as long as you share them respectfully. Or, hey, if you're just looking to gain more education on this thing, as much as I know I'm willing to bring to you guys. So, again, man, it's your boy, Trouble T. Roy, and I'm out. Peace.